Hey everyone, Frost here, and this video is actually for my college course, Video Games and Learning, so let's get right into this. We play video games to have fun and entertain ourselves, not to test our patience or feel like we're working. However, if a game feels rewarding enough, players can learn to be patient and diligent. One such series of video games that tests players' patience and diligence is Monster Hunter. So my thesis is, I believe that Monster Hunter, through its core gameplay loop, keeps players invested while also teaching the valuable lesson that people need to be patient and work hard to achieve their goals. Monster Hunter is a hunting action RPG with three core parts to the game: hunting monsters, acquiring their body parts, and crafting equipment from those monster parts. A key part of Monster Hunter that ties these three parts of the game together is that Monster Hunter lacks a traditional XP system. Whereas other RPGs, such as Final Fantasy, rely on XP for character progression, characters in Monster Hunter only get statistically stronger by acquiring stronger equipment. This unique form of progression facilitates players in learning to be patient and diligent with the game. Now for the three parts of the core gameplay loop. First, hunting monsters is always a test of players' patience and diligence. Every monster has a unique set of attacks and abilities that players will need to observe and learn, especially as the monsters get tougher. An earnest effort will be required for players to learn each monster's attacks and respond accordingly in order to overcome them. Monster Hunter is generally not the type of game that you can just play and expect to beat. Lazy and unfocused gameplay will oftentimes result in failure. Even experienced players need to apply themselves. I have played for 1,000 hours and have hunted certain monsters dozens of times, yet when I was hunting a Zenogre for this project, a monster I am very familiar with, I still ended up failing. This game is hard sometimes, man. Which is why preparation and equipment management are also very important, and play a huge role in improving players' diligence in two ways: selection and acquisition. Players should ideally take due diligence in selecting gear with skills that best suit their needs, such as improving your guard with a shield weapon, or adding poison resistance when you hunt a poisonous monster. Once you've decided which equipment you want, you must then set out to gather the required materials. This involves gathering and mining for some basic materials, and hunting monsters multiple times over for their materials. If you want the armor, you gotta work for it by hunting. And this leads to the last of the three core parts of Monster Hunter: acquiring monster parts. As anyone who has played Monster Hunter knows, this game has some ridiculous RNG that can seriously test your patience. At the end of every hunt, players are rewarded a bunch of materials, all with varying percentages. Common items will have a fair chance of dropping, but the rare items? Let's just say some people have horror stories of needing to hunt some monsters like 50 times to get a single rare drop. Yeah, we monster hunters know a thing or two about having our patience tested, and I believe it helps us grow as individuals too. Now, Monster Hunter's ability to teach players patience and diligence is assisted by design elements that facilitate learning. In his article, Learning by Design, James Paul Gee identifies numerous design elements in video games that can facilitate learning. But there are three in particular that I want to highlight: customization, cycles of expertise, and skills as strategies. So, because different people learn best in different ways, allowing for customization is important. And Monster Hunter offers 14 unique weapons to choose from, all of which provide a unique experience and playstyle that accommodates for more players. Next is cycles of expertise, where people practice a skill to the point that they become automatic, but then have those skills fail, causing them to practice a new skill, only to have that one fail, and so on. And this goes back to players needing to learn each monster's moveset and learning how to respond to each attack accordingly. Last is skills as strategies, which means applying skills in a meaningful context, such as achieving a personal goal. Players typically develop their skills at hunting monsters in order to achieve two goals: either progress with the story, or to craft that monster's equipment. The goals that fuel our desire to hunt a monster facilitate learning how to overcome that monster, just as these three design elements facilitate in getting players to learn the game, and consequently how to be patient and diligent with the game. So yeah, I believe that Monster Hunter teaches players how to be more patient and diligent. I have been playing Monster Hunter for over a decade now, and I have certainly become more patient and diligent in how I approach things in life. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope you can leave this video with a greater appreciation for what video games can do for us. Be cool, stay frosty.